What is going on, guys? This is Induced Rhino here, back for another commentary in Forza Motorsport 6. So today we are going to be doing another car review on this badass looking coupe, and that is the 2014 BMW M4 Coupe. So this is just basically pretty much also the same as the new version, the BMW M3, except the new M3 is 4-door, this is 2-door obviously. And that's about it. They all have the same engine, about the same stats, same looks, apart from the 4-door look, and pretty much everything. So yeah, in case you are new to this series, what we do is we take a look at any sort of car in the game. First we take a look at it in ForzaVista, and then we take it onto the drag strip to test its speed, acceleration, launch, then to the circuit to test its go and handling. So let's take a look at the stats. So we got a speed of 7.0, so that's pretty good for a BMW M vehicle. That's decent enough, but unfortunately it's about the same amount as the old M3. We got handling 5.0, so that's pretty good for the speakers. The handling on cars are sometimes lower even when the speed's higher. Got acceleration 7.5, so that's also pretty darn good for this car, and braking at 4.9, so about the same as the handling as always. So we got a power of 431 horsepower, so that's pretty big amount of power. That's decent enough for a car like this. It's a lot. And we got 405 pound-foot of torque, so that's about 100 more torque than the old M3 and only a little bit more power than the old M3. But this is pretty heavy car, 3,390 pounds. That is really heavy. So anyway, let's take a look at it in ForzaVista. So yes, I do have this car in light blue, but as you saw in the My Cars list, it was gold. That's just because there was just a little glitch when I got this car, because I got it in a design, but then I sort of changed the colour, and yeah. So this is a really gorgeous looking car at the front. Got a real angry look in the front. So let's open the bonnet. So here is BMW M's 3-litre V6 engine with a 6-speed manual transmission. It just looks really good, really neat, especially the M badge on it, and the engine base, the bonnet interior just looks so nice. So right in the middle is where the magic happens, and on the side is just other parts of the engine, and that's it. So the headlights, they are really pretty looking headlights, I gotta say, and really bright headlights. So they're really good, especially because the headlights not only do they look good by the way they sort of frown, but they also look good the way they light up. So really good looking at the front end. So now let's move to the side. So here's where the difference of the M4 and M3 come on the side, because of course the M4 is the 2-door look, the M3 is the 4-door look. So this intake here is on all BMW M vehicles, and you have the M badge there. I guess this is what the Germans like adding to a lot of their cars, that intake on the side, based on World War II aeroplanes probably. But I reckon it looks really good. The rims look really nice dark flashy looking rims. So they look good, especially with that golden brake caliper inside. So the rearview mirrors I'd also want to talk about. So it's kind of different looking rearview mirror, because like at the bottom part where it's connected, it's sort of black, the same colour as the part of the window it starts off from, and the rest of it is blue, and even the very outside part where the mirror comes in is black. But the blue part, as you can see, the top part, the blue part is sort of like nearly touching the window. I'm not really sure about that look. I'm just not fully sure. I'm not sure if I really like that yet. So opening the boot. So unfortunately we don't really have a lot of space in the boot. So this isn't really a car you'd want to take your camping stuff in. No way. If you want that, you're going to have to get a BMW X5. So yeah, in the back we got nice looking taillights, like the shape of them. They're quite big on one end. The M4 badge there, like that, which is of course is on every M vehicle. You have the M badges everywhere, including the back, the front, the intake, that intake, the engine, and even some spots in the interior. Okay, so hopping into the cabin, you got a nice interior, because BMW did do a really good job upgrading this interior. And same thing with Audi and Mazda. Yeah, and as you can see, that switch down there, it's sort of that knob down there is used for controlling the screen up there. And of course, and Audi and Mazda are doing the exact same thing with that. Though I think I maybe slightly prefer the screen, the entertainment screen on the Mazda, because it's more fun to play with and it looks more tablet-like. So the gear stick looks really nice. Looks kind of cute. I like how it's really small. You get aluminium shape around it and M badge on it. So the steering wheel looks nice. I like how you get the M badge at the bottom right there. And I kind of like how there's aluminium, like starting from the bottom part where the M badge is. So, and it sort of goes up on the sides, the middle where the beeper and BMW logo is. And yeah, you also get cruise control, a bit of aluminium on the cruise control, and of course, like all BMW M vehicles, today you get paddle brakes. So I really love this interior. Love everything inside and outside. So let's start it up. So it's a pretty decent sound. It's a pretty good sound for 430 horsepower and a V6 and 3-litre V6 engine. So it's a really good sound for that, but of course I've heard cars with much better sound, like in a V8 or V12. So this is a really good looking car. I love this car, inside and out. But now we're going to see how it does on the drag strip, then on the track. So I'll see you there. So here we are on the drag strip, so looking around it. So of course, again, just want to tell where you get the M badge, because I guess BMW, they really love the M badge logo so much they like to add everywhere. So you get it on the front rear grille, so as you can see, you have it on the right one, because of course BMW have always been famous for making the two twin grills, I like to call it, the twins. That's what I like calling them, that's what I've known BMWs as. And of course, the headlights, it's a really sharp looking at the front, really sharp looking headlights, angry looking headlights, sort of connecting to the grills. The interior, nice. So let's start up. So we're going to go to 60 first, then 100, then brake. So we're already at 60, so that was fairly quick for a heavy car. Pretty quick for a heavy car. Now, stop. So yeah, that is pretty good braking, even though the braking said like 4.9. And that is still really good braking for a nearly 4,000 pound car and a BMW Coupe. Because okay, so we're just going to go the rest of the way until we get to the end, see how fast we can get. Our record so far in this series is 146 miles per hour by the Shelby GT350R. So I haven't bothered changing it back to kilometers because it's just annoying changing the units over and over again. So we got 152 miles per hour, so it's beaten the Shelby GT350R by 6 miles, sorry. So even though the GT350R has a speed of 7.3, I don't always count the speed. I usually do count the speed measure in the game. But yeah, even though the Shelby GT350R has a speed of 7.3 and this has 7.0, and the GT350R has a slightly better top speed, this went even faster because it has better acceleration. Even though this is actually slightly heavier, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, which is really surprising. But the GT350R, unlike the GT500, wasn't really built to be that much of a speed car. It was built to be a fun, modern muscle car. So now we're going to see how it handles, how it goes, and also a bit about speed as well. I guess both the circuit and drag strip is about speed, which is what I say in every videos and in this series. So yeah, it drives just as well on the track, even though we're going straight. So let's see how it turns this sharp corner. So even though this is rear-wheel drive, I was still expecting to see a little bit of understeer, because this is really nearly £4,000. But no, it does really well. You wouldn't even think this weighs £4,000. You wouldn't think this weighs about nearly £4,000. You'd think it would weigh about a third of that, probably. You'd think it would weigh about £3,000. So either you'd think it would weigh a quarter or a third of that even. So it does really well, drives really well, sounds really well, goes really well. No, that's the same. Well, still drift, I just really feel like it. So it did that pretty well, but let's go bigger. Let's go bigger, come on. Oh, yep, pretty good drift, but a little bit lurchy, but still, let's go this way. God, I love this thing. Every way, it's so good. It drifts really well, it goes really well, it handles really well, it sounds really good. Well, not the best sounding engine, and it looks really good. So it looks really good inside and out. It's pretty fast, even for a heavy car. It goes really well, handles really well, drifts really well, sounds very well, and does everything else very well, even for the heavy weight, so including the speed and braking. So I love this car in every way, every single way, especially in this blue colour. It looks the best in this blue colour. So now we're going to go to the finish line, going to give it the final mark. So what am I going to give this car? Definitely, because of all those things I just said back there, this car is definitely 8 or 9 out of 10. Definitely 8 or 9 out of 10. So this is not very common for a lot of cars. I've only given that sort of mark to like the Ford GT, the Toyota Le Mans car. So this is a really good mark, even for a BMW saloon. Maybe I like this better than the C63 AMG. I like it a lot better than that. Well, not a lot better, but I like it better because it handles well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos, and also maybe leave in the comments some of your ideas what cars I should review. I'm planning on doing a lot in this series, including race cars. So thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.